Welcome to our channel.
We started living in this house only 1 year ago, but the owner wants to sell it. So we found another house to live in Kanazawa, the same Ishikawa prefecture, which is only about 30 minutes drive from here. Before moving out, let me give you guys a house tour. This house had been a show home for about 16 years, and its design concept was traditional Japanese style in a modern form. This is the entrance. Every door in this house is not hinged but sliding type. This is a shoe shelf. On this side, we put our shoes, and the other side, we place slippers and DIY goods. This is a coat rack for guests. Open this slide door and you can see our living room here. When my husband and I have everyday meal, we use this counter. I usually sit on this chair looking outside, reading a book or drinking coffee. This is a tatami room. As I said in the previous video, this room serves as a bedroom at night and turns whatever you like during the daytime. This is a closet for futon, and the one right next to it is a closet specially designed for a family breast altar. But we don't have one, so it's empty now. We use this shelf for lining up our books like this. Another shelf is an electric heater. This is a TV stand, but we don't watch TV at all. We tossed our TV set in the US 7 years ago. I think you may be surprised to see this small kitchen, but this is Japanese standard. This is a built-in cupboard. You can see a coffee machine, a clay pot, and an oven. I miss a big built-in oven we used in the US. I don't know why Japanese kitchens don't have a big oven. Another sink, we have a dishwasher. In other drawers, we keep cooking utensils, tableware, pans and pots, and so on. This room is originally designed as a bedroom, I guess. We, however, use it as our workspace for editing video, Zoom meeting, and so on. This is a working closet. All the clothes and bags are stored only in this space. For the first time we saw this restroom, we are surprised how big it is. Maybe this restroom is twice as big as a usual one. The reason why it's so big is for people using wheelchairs. And this is an EPD seat washlet whose lid can open and close automatically. As you already know, in Japan, washroom and bathroom are separate things. You take off your clothes here and then enter the bathroom. In the bathroom, you wash your hair and body here. All the family members use the same bath water, so wash your body before soaking is a rule. When I take a bath late at night, I always heat up the bath water. Set the temperature or whatever you like, then push the button, that's it. This is a laundry space. We don't use a dryer very often. After washing the clothes, I hang them here if the weather is not good. Otherwise, we hang outside all of them except underwear. Here, we keep our garbage. In Japan, you must separate your garbage by types. Burnable, non-burnable, plastic bottles, glass containers, cans, papers, and so on. And the definition of each category may slightly differ by where you live. This will drive you guys crazy, I'm sure. I'll take you to the last room. Climbing this foldable ladder leads you to the loft. All this loft space is for my husband. He works, reads, and plays the piano here. In this small space, he sometimes takes a short nap or practices self-healing using tuning forks. This loft space is his favorite shelter/getaway. And if we have a fight, he has no choice but to stay here, because all the downstairs space is mine. I like this house and both of us have lots of memories with this cozy home. Thank you for your time to learn about unique Japan.
If you like this video, please click the good button and subscribe to our channel. Your comments will always give us lots of motivation.
See you soon!